When I was young and made my start in dear old London town, good King George was on the throne and tarts were half a crown. The times were hard, but hearts were strong, and backs were stronger still. Even the kids were working hard to pay the blooming bills. So when I got to 14 years old and learning days were through, my father said, "Now Arthur boy, what are you going to do?" And all at once I realised the part that I must play. I said, "I want to be an actor, Dad, like Gerald de Maurier." I must say Dad was very good. He listened to my case, and when I finished, raised his fist and punched me in the face. And so I was a butcher's boy, and just to please my dad, a run-around, a tear-away, a proper Jack the Lad. But then I joined the army and learned the facts of life, and got myself a shilling, a rifle and a wife. But still I had the yearning to tread upon the balls. So when the war was over and I'd vanquished Hitler's hordes, I started doing bits and pieces on the stage. And after only 10 years, I made a living wage. And then a fella found me standing in a bar and said, "You're right for movies. You're gonna be a star." I told the wife and tell the kids my career has reached its peak. To pack the bags and feed the cat is Brighton for the week. I do the film, and modestly I did a decent job. I go to get the wages and they give me 30 bob. So we didn't go to Brighton for a weekend on the spree. We all went back to Highbury and had kippers for our tea. And then the poor old missus dies and leaves me on my own. And the kids go off to start a family of their own. And I sit and look around the house and memories of the years, the sunshine and the roses, the laughter and the tears. I start to make a bob or two, but what's it really matter when there's no one else around to have a barney or a natter? Then a fellow from the papers comes to ask me how I'd done, the fortunes I've made on my way, the battles that I've won. He's as friendly as a sparrow and as quiet as a mouse. But the headlines say, "Old Arthur's living in a council house." Why don't he live in Mayfair with a butler and a maid and be a proper gentleman like Lou and Leslie Grade? Why don't he leave the buildings, his chinas and the pub? Why don't he go to Claridge's when he wants a bit of grub? So I sit and watch the fire and the pictures that I see of the years that I remember and the loved ones dear to me. So let him count my money, he can think what he can think. As for me, I'll count my blessings and have another drink.
Cheers, Arthur.
Good health, Arthur.
Handsome.